Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to our Power of Light Therapy presentation. And we're going to be talking about some amazing patented breakthroughs in light technology. My name is Gregor Mascari. I've been with LifeWave for almost 8 years, and this company's gone through phenomenal growth, over 3,000% growth over the last 6, 7 years. And that's because our products are working with people around the world. So happy to share some of that information with you here tonight. So, first of all, I'd like to start by laying a good foundation. I think we can all agree with that health is our greatest wealth. And if you are ever at risk of losing it, or you have a friend, family, or loved one with that kind of challenge, you know what I mean. And secondly, let's face it, the symptoms of aging and disease, they are just not fun. I want to be young forever. Okay. So, remember when you could work all day, party all night, and get up the next day and do it again? Well, those were the days, my friend, we thought they'd never end. But as we move on through the years, they do. And so that's because the older you get, the faster you age and the slower you heal due to a natural decline in our body's number one repair system, stem cells. In fact, by age 30, they've decreased by about 50%. And by age 60, only a small percentage remain active. So, that's kind of scary and kind of a challenge. That's why young lad falls down, skins his knee, the scab falls off 3 days later. Grandma falls down, skins her knee, breaks her hip, and she's lucky if it ever heals. So I finally figured out what I want to be when I get older. I want to be younger. I've got kids and grandkids that I want to just spend, decades together with and watching them grow. So I have two personal questions for you. If you could change one thing in your health or in the health of someone you love and care for, what would it be? What would one thing would really make a difference for you and someone you love and care about? And what impact would reducing or eliminating that issue have on your or their quality of life? Now, with that being said, I want to reinforce LifeWave products are wellness products. They're not designed or intended to heal, treat, cure, or diagnose any disease. They do, however, help bring our bodies back into a healthier, more regenerative mode. And many times, wonderful things then begin to start happening. So, if I can show you a safe and affordable way to maybe change the trajectory of your aging so you could look, feel, and live younger longer, would you be interested? And usually the resounding answer is yes. So we've got really good news because our X39 wearable light technology is a historic breakthrough in holistic wellness. It's exclusive, it's patented, it's indispensable and inexpensive. It's a wearable patch. It's affordable, safe, non-invasive, and drug-free. And it's a unique form of phototherapy which uses very specific frequencies of light to increase and improve your health and wellness while supporting your body's innate ability to heal itself. So I'm going to play a short little video, kind of give you a foundation of what LifeWave and X39 is all about.
An empowered life has no expiration date. We're all created to do incredible things, like conquer summits, catch big waves, and live our passions. As time goes on, our bodies begin to show signs that things just aren't as they used to be. Our energy levels decline, sleep patterns shift, and recovery slows. But our bodies are masterpieces of design, holding the potential to bounce back better than ever. With X39, we achieved something remarkable in the field of wellness and regenerative science that others could not. By utilizing LifeWave's unique patented technology, X39 uses light to elevate GHK-Cu, a copper peptide known to support overall health and wellness. Unlike traditional light therapy, which requires external light sources, X39 uses the body's own infrared light to naturally increase vitality, enhancing the body's flow of natural energy for improvements in strength, stamina, performance, and overall health and well-being, with the simplicity of an affordable, non-invasive, non-transdermal patch. As we age, levels of these life-enhancing elements which are associated with wellness and longevity, begin to decline. LifeWave invested 10 years into stem cell research, which resulted in over 70 patents. X39 was born to bring to the public a product that could support wellness in an entirely new way, supporting the production of younger, healthier cells with wearable light technology. Becoming a powerhouse is easier than you think. Harness your body's natural potential to maintain youthful energy and vitality, because life comes at you fast, but it doesn't have to pass you by. Live long, live well, live young. Be the light with LifeWave X39. LifeWave.
I love that video. And I love the concept of just enhancing the energy in my body with light. And that's what LifeWave is all about, technologies. So let me explain more in layman's terms the power of the patch. And it's based on the science of photobiomodulation. And the LifeWave patches contain very specific combinations of organic materials and nanocrystals. And when they're applied to our body, they're activated by the infrared light emitting from our body, and they then begin to re-emit very specific wavelengths of light that stimulate targeted and beneficial biochemical responses in our body. And this is the solid scientific basis of our phototherapy patches. This is David Schmidt, our visionary founder and CEO. And David's not only a brilliant scientist and researcher, he's also a genius inventor with over 200 patents. And he's been on the leading edge of phototherapy research and science for over 24 years. And he's already conducted over 90 clinical studies proving the efficacy of LifeWave phototherapy products. So I'd like to play for you just a short little video about David Schmidt to get a feel and a flavor for who this astounding gentleman is.
In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. There is more information there than most people would ever realize. I was 8 years old, and my parents wanted to take me to the workshop of Thomas Edison. On the drive back home, I said to my dad, I want to be an inventor. Light, as it turns out, is the primary control mechanism for everything else that happens in the body. What if we could have an external electromagnetic field that would essentially reset the stem cells that are already in our bodies and get them to function like younger, healthier cells? What if in the process we actually found out that in a book that was written thousands of years ago, that information already existed? God has left his fingerprint in natural design, and that blueprint shows up in nature. The mathematical codes are identical. The implications to this are absolutely extraordinary. What drives me is that there's this enormous sense of hope that we can create technology to generate clean energy, that we can have foods that aren't genetically modified, and we can meet all of the needs on the planet that we have to, and that we can heal people.
Very bold statement, very bold man. God bless David. So LifeWave as a company is a 20-year-old pioneer in life science technologies. Back in 2000, David was hired by the U.S. government to develop a technology for U.S. Navy SEALs to increase their battle-ready strength, stamina, and performance without the use of drugs and stimulants. The technology, the LifeWave patch technology that he developed for the Navy SEALs, it was so successful that in 2004, David Schmidt started LifeWave to bring that same technology and that energy patch, to the masses. And we call that the first wave because that really launched LifeWave into the wellness industry. In 2019, the second wave occurred, and that's when we launched the X39 patch. And, our growth ever since then has been absolutely crazy. We've created 7 years of historic growth. We're now distributing to over 80 countries with 16 global distribution centers. And we have a brand new global headquarters in Draper, Utah, that has a state-of-the-art space age welcome center actually designed by the set designers of Star Trek. And it feels like you're walking into the Starship Enterprise when you go there. So if you're ever in the Salt Lake area, only about 15 miles south of Salt Lake in Draper, Utah, is our corporate headquarters. You have to make reservations to go through the Welcome Center, but it's definitely worth the effort and the trip. So our focus really is developing a global distribution network for breakthrough health science technologies and bottom line to enhance and extend life. Okay, so that second wave that I talked about was launched in 2019 with X39, which some people are saying is the holy grail of health healing and regeneration because it's an affordable breakthrough in wellness technology. We're actually doing what the multi-billion-dollar companies, big pharma, have not been able to do, and that is when used in conjunction with proper nutrition and hydration, X39 has been proven to activate a specific copper peptide that supports and enhances our stem cell activity while also altering gene expression towards a younger and more vibrant you. And yes, we have patents. Yes, we have clinical studies and field results proving X39 is actually turning back our biological clock, helping people of all ages to look, feel, perform, and live younger, longer. And that sure sounds great to me, and it probably does to you too. So, real quick, let me just run through some of the benefits that you too may experience when you start using X39 on a daily basis. And the first one is energy. And energy certainly is the currency of life. And it's very common. People say, oh my gosh, that first day I have so much energy. And what goes along with that kind of piggyback on the other side of the coin, the next day people are saying, oh my gosh, I had the best night's sleep I've had in months or years. So better energy, better sleep. How about better sports performance? Using X39 actually not only improves sports performance, but also substantially reduces recovery after exercise. And, because of that, lightweight patches are now used by pro and amateur athletes around the world in almost every sport. The media has begun to notice, and you know what? You might too, if you look carefully at some of your favorite athletes and Olympians, and you see these auspicious little white patches. And, that's LifeWave technology. I got muted. Sorry about that. Most people notice a reduction in pain relief within minutes. So the pain relieving benefits just have to be experienced to be believed. And the next one, brain health. We've got clinical studies proving cumulative benefits of people using X39, improving their memory, focus, and cognitive function. And wrinkle reduction. Now, sadly, this takes a little bit longer than pain reduction. You're not going to see it in minutes, but over the next, 8 to 12-week period, you'll be delighted if you're at that age where you're starting to experience some of fine lines and wrinkles. We encourage you to take pictures before and after because, after your second, third month, you're going to go, oh my gosh, people are going to say, did you get some work done? No, I just found a way to get my body to kind of slow down and reverse the aging process. And along with that is scar reduction. This is a phenomenon called remodeling, which reduces the appearance of scars before and after. So take before and after pictures. And hair growth. Lots of people reporting that they're experiencing an increase in the quality, quantity, and speed of their hair growth. So the old saying goes, only your hairdresser will know. The bottom line is youth renewal, a better, healthier, and more vital you, to spend time with your family, with your kids and your grandkids. And aging doesn't have to be a number, it's a feeling. It's not the number of candles on your cake, it's how you actually look and feel. So, I'm going to play a couple of short little video testimonials of what people are experiencing with X39.
X39 has really changed my life. I'm not stuck at home in pain and in bed. I'm out here with my friends and enjoying my family.
Big thank you to Lifeway for helping me, helping my family, and helping the 100 people now in our team who are using Lifeway daily and their families. Big thank you. Love the products.
And I have energy through the roof.
I sleep better. I have so much more energy.
Throughout the day, I can focus better. I can concentrate in my work.
Our church worship service lasts 45 minutes. For the last 2 years, I've not been able to stand that long. 2.5 weeks into wearing the X39 patch, the pastor said, "You can now be seated." It dawned on me at that moment that, my goodness, I've been standing this whole time, didn't realize it.
After starting using the technology for approximately 2 weeks, my pain completely disappeared.
32 years of pain gone in 3 days.
I just love the products. They just help me to feel younger and younger year after year.
Thank God for X39.
My skin become younger, softer, firmer.
It's been really amazing.
I love X39 because it really helped reduce the inflammation in my knee. I can now run again. Woohoo!
Woohoo is right. So, it's not just what people are saying, it's what doctors are saying. And we've got thousands of health practitioners around the world using it with their families, in their own body, and with their patients, having amazing results. And we're really blessed to have one of them on the line with us here tonight that I'm going to be talking with. So Anne Moreau, who's been a registered nurse, holistic practitioner, a nutritional therapist, energy worker, and an amazing healer for over 40 years. She's found a home with LifeWave and is making a huge difference in people's lives. So thanks for joining us, Anne.
Thanks for having me, Gregory. I love that presentation. As I was listening, I thought, oh my goodness, I so remember the deep sleep when I first started X39. And I remember hearing the stories. I remember my son who'd come over with an eye injury and, patched him. I've worked as a nurse 45 years and we do eye drops with eye injuries. Well, we just put the X39 behind his neck, and 20 minutes later, that eye was already looking better. The burning was gone. The pain was gone. It was like, wow, you sort of hear the stories, but until you experience it, then the belief system shoots up.
Yeah. So with your background, Anne, you're probably a little apprehensive in the beginning. Is this woo-woo? What's that little patch going to do for me? Why don't you share, the path of your conviction, convincing and now conviction to the LifeWave technologies?
Yeah, well, and you're absolutely right. I was skeptical. I'm like, are you kidding me? This little round thing the size of a quarter is going to do what? And so I said it was Connie Lucas that brought me in. And I said to Connie, so, are there any clinical studies? I need to see the science. And so she said, yeah, there sure are. And so I dug into over 80 clinical studies, and I started looking at them and I'm like, okay. And she said, Anne, the only way you're going to know is to put this patch on your body. And so it was finally, after reviewing the science, seeing there was science and the amount of science there was, and then applying the patch and then using it with my family, my friends, clients that I worked with. And I saw amazing things happen. And I understood, the average person may not understand, how energy works in the body, but I worked with an acupuncturist for 3 years. So I had some basic understanding about that we are energetic beings, that what we have in the body, is energy. We're the battery that actually fuels that patch when you apply it to the body. That infrared heat of our body activates a signal that in turn reflects light into the body and activates that copper peptide you were talking about, GACU. It's a powerful copper peptide.
Boy, it sure is. And, the results that people get by increasing their copper peptide, which reduces with age, just like our stem cells go down with age. And but when you boost up the copper peptide, seems like stem cells go up too, especially when you're adding the right nutrition. And LifeWave has recently launched a nutritional component to kind of pull it all together. Do you want to mention that briefly?
I do. It's a powerful combination. It's called a cellular performance bundle. And
Mhm.
nutrients in there that are powerful. They're great antioxidants, lots of nutrients, NAC, copper, selenium, magnesium, potassium. I mean, there's a slew of them. But the one nutrient that is really powerful is cyanothox, which is known to support stem cell activity. So combine
Mm.
the two together, and wow, what a combination. And, you know, as we know, you and I know, LifeWave won a biotech breakthrough award last year, right? It was
Yeah.
a LifeWave, it's the duo, Stem Cell Innovation of the Year 2025 Biotech Breakthrough Award. Pretty powerful that happened. So when you combine the two of those products, the body receives the right signal with the right nutrients to support overall cellular function. So it's a complete system. It supports activation while the others supports the conditions that are required to respond. So it's a really wonderful combination. We know that in order for water to enter the cell, you need nutrients to get that water into the cell. And so that system allows that to happen, and people get much better benefits combining the two.
It's beautiful. And in just a couple minutes, we're going to talk about the third piece of the puzzle, our breakthrough X2O water technology. And that triad is just the synergy of that triad is unmatched in the wellness industry. And I've been involved in marketing cutting edge wellness products for almost 40 years, and I've never seen anything like the technology, the benefits and results people are getting with the Lifeway products. Why don't you
Yeah.
share some of the results you're seeing from maybe some recent results or amazing results that are compliant but shareable?
I think the one that really stands out for me is my neighbor, and my neighbor who lives down the road, and she's got a genetic condition, and she's been patching for 2 years now, and she's seen amazing results with the patching. She's seen, increased muscle strength, those kinds of things. But when we added the X2O, the water system, when I brought her a glass of water that very first day, I'll never forget it. She drank it right down, and she had a client that was waiting for her because she does social work. And I said to her, get back to me later. I want to hear how things go today. She gets back to me like within an hour, and she said, I had the best session I have ever had with my client. I could remember things from college. I was quoting things from my college days that that I haven't remembered. Everything was like, and in the clinical study, it was evidence. There was evidence showing that happened. They noted changes in the not only brain function, heart rate variability, EKGs in 15 seconds in 79 of those participants that were in there. Only one took 2 minutes, so pretty statistically significant. So they noted that, these certain amino acids were elevated, and it increased cognition. It upregulated cognition. It demonstrated this rush of energy to the brain and to the heart. So you get massive electrical field trigger that changes, things when you think about consciousness, memory, focus, processing, also elevation of glutathione, copper peptide, all of those things. So combine these trio together. All of these help with age reversal in a huge way. It's amazing. I mean, you think of this innovation and what this scientist has done and what he's got planned for us in the future. I mean, we're not done, right, Gregory? There's more coming.
That's right.
It's beyond exciting. It really
Yeah. And that's what we're looking forward to is the third wave, because the first wave, the first 14 years, the company, started with the energy patch and was doing about 20 million a year in sales. When X39 came out, we've grown to over a half a billion a year in sales. And now that we're adding the X2O, and actually 2 days from now, next this Thursday, the X2O is going to be available for customer purchasing, and we'll go over the X2O in a couple more minutes. But just kind of in conclusion, because we don't want to keep people too long tonight. But why do you think people should try X39?
Because it'll change their life. I've been involved for over 6 years now. And quite frankly, my story is that I personally have had blood work done and demonstrated in my blood work that I am 74 years old, but my biological age is 55. So we've got blood work that demonstrates and shows that this does age reversal. It's pretty cool technology. It's amazing. I love it.
And almost without exception, when people get on X39, like you're saying, and they go for annual blood workup, the doctors go, "My, what are you doing? This looks really good." And it just gets better and better. Any final comments you'd like to leave and share with people?
Just to remind people that, this is, of course, it's great technology, but you also have to do your part. And I think of lifestyle changes are important. That means making sure you're eating right, making sure you're getting your fruits and vegetables, which also hydrate the cell and the body, making sure you exercise, sleep right, manage your stress. All those things are vitally important. So we do have to make sure that we're doing our part in all of this health journey and lifestyle changes.
And that's why your blood says you're 55 and you look like you're 45.
Well, thank you for that, Gregory.
You look great. You look great. I'm having my 74th birthday coming up in a few weeks. So we're,
I'm a little older than you, huh?
Yeah, you got me beat by a month. Okay. Well, thanks very much, Ann. That was wonderful, wonderful. And I got a few more things I'm going to share, and then we'll wrap this call up. So let me share my screen again. And here we go. And as I said, our growth has been phenomenal. You can look what happened in 2019 when we launched the X39. We've had over 3,000% growth in the last 7 years. We've been dubbed as the fastest growing company in the network marketing channel of distribution. And we're certainly a rising star in the $8 trillion longevity and wellness market. So let me talk just a little bit about the third wave that we teased you about. And after 7 years of extensive research, development, and clinical testing, LifeWave is now launching the world's first water technology system that infuses water with light. And I got a short little video I'm going to share with you here.
Now you can live life elevated with superior wellness through the transformational power of light. Every second, thousands of biochemical signals are sent throughout the body using wavelengths of light. At LifeWave, our products are designed to harness that light in unique ways to optimize ultimate energy flows. Our global community is united by light, offering the promise of health, vitality, and opportunity through the power of synergy. 3 of our groundbreaking innovations together promote the ultimate in healthy living and offer you an opportunity, a 3-in-1 system that can change lives. Welcome to the future of wellness. It begins with X39, our breakthrough light-activated patch that taps into the body's natural ability to renew, restore, and perform at its best. Cellergize is a complete cellular energy and recovery system designed to fuel your day, support your mind, and recharge your body. And then, our all-new LifeWave X2O, a patented breakthrough in hydration science that dispenses light-infused water at the touch of a button. This is hydration reinvented. LifeWave X2O, when consumed daily, aids in proper hydration to support the effectiveness of X39 and Cellergize, boosting energy flows, nutrient absorption, metabolic activity, oxygen uptake, even activating key physiological responses. A power system of synergy, together more powerful than when separate. an innovative 3-in-1 system to intensify overall effectiveness. Because when your body is powered by light, energy flows and everything comes to life. It's time to build a foundation of hydration, energy, and recovery to fuel you, your body, and your business. LifeWave, the power of synergy. One system making it simple to start, share, and succeed. Awaken your potential. Experience the power of synergy. Share the light. LifeWave.
And that is our motto. Share the light with LifeWave. So real quickly, we won't watch that again. I want to talk about the benefits of sharing the light with LifeWave from a business standpoint, because I think we could all use a little extra money, whether it's to get enough to pay for your product or maybe some supplementary income to enjoy an additional vacation, or maybe it's a replacement income. You're looking for, a new pathway for earning an opportunity. We need help getting the word out on our patented exclusive breakthrough products. We've got no competition, a simple duplicatable success system, and free websites, training and support, a very low cost of entry, and the satisfaction of being rewarded for making a difference in people's lives. We've got a fabulous compensation plan that generously pays out about 50% of all sales to our brand partners. And the benefits of using LifeWave extend beyond the products. There is an opportunity to earn additional income. So there's 3 ways to get started. A retail customer pays $149 for a month's supply of X39. It's like a latte a day to turn, back your biological clock. That's a good way to get started. Now, there's a better way to get started as a preferred customer, because you get actually a 33% discount, saving $50, and by simply enrolling in our monthly AutoShip subscription program. There's no long-term commitment required, and there's a risk-free 90-day money-back guarantee. Now, what many of us believe is the best way to get started is a brand partner, because we get paid for sharing. You can earn a part-time or a full-time income. There are generous personal and team rewards, getting paid weekly. We have 4 brand partner starter kits available that the person that invited you here tonight can talk to you about, and they come with a 30-day money-back guarantee. So I just, in conclusion, I would say, for my wife, Robin, and I, LifeWave has been an absolute answer to a prayer. Every day we hear miracle stories. Every day we're enhancing and changing lives. And every day we and thousands of others all around the world are enjoying the blessings of health, vitality, lifestyle, community, and financial freedom. So we invite you to get back with the person who invited you here tonight. Get your questions answered. Choose the X39 wholesale starter kit that's right for you, and get started today. So thank you, everyone, for attending. Thank you, Anne, for sharing with us here tonight. And with this, we formally end our presentation. Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.